Welcome to the fourth and final lesson of part one, forming expressions, guys. Today we are looking at finding missing algebra terms, okay? So algebraic terms, we've got numerical, algebraic with decimals, with two terms, addition, and two terms subtraction. Okay, so you learn objective, use great grammar, and underline, please, capital letters. Be able to use terms and expressions for algebra pyramids. So to focus on them skills in the content, filling in lots of missing terms, we're using pyramids. So building blocks, you'll see in a minute. So success criteria, identify missing terms. That's decimals included in the pyramids. Demonstrate a significant method used to complete the pyramid. So how are we doing it? Is there one way? Is there only one way? Is there two ways? You are flying when demonstrating a combination of terms and expressions required to complete the various pyramids. So that word combination again, okay? Applying addition or subtraction into expressions. So those two terms are the most challenging part today, making sure we're doing that correctly and consistently. So on to our first I do and we do. Let's see them. Firstly, so we're wanting to fill out some simple numerical pyramids here. Okay, so we've just got numbers to start. So for us to get from 5 to 10 here, well, this block here must be 5. And then if we add 66 and 5 together for this one, we're going to get 71. And then for the final one, we're going to get on top 81. Oh, funny 8. Okay, then underneath, now we've got some variable letters, and they're all the same. They're A. So let's add these together. 5a plus 4a, 9a, and 6a plus 5a into this one, 11a, and then lastly add them two, and that's going to give us 20a. Okay, so nice and straightforward. Okay, pause the video, have a go at the we do, please. Okay, so the first pyramid, there are your answers. I thought I'd change to green. It's a nice colour. And then, sorry about the 24 in this top one here. Funny looking 4. So 24a, 15a, and 9a. So well done if you got your numerical and the ones with some variables right as well, numerical. Okay, so here we can test those skills out. Fill in the blanks. Give yourself about 10 minutes on this and see if you can, get them all 9 right. That's the aim here. Nice and easy start, so don't rush it. Press play when you're ready for the answers. Okie dokie, so there are your answers. Get your green pen, get ticking, and well done for those ones that you got right. Make sure you add in any corrections needed, please. Okay, now moving on. So now we have some more algebraic terms. So the first I do, we've got 10a plus 4a, that's 14a. We've got just an a here at the bottom, which represents 1, even though it's not got the 1 in front of it. And we've mentioned that lots of times before, so that's going to be 9a on the left, and then this is going to be 3a on the right. And then we've got some more terms underneath in this one to do. So Well, how do we get from 17? Sorry, how do we get to 17 from 6a? Well, that's going to be 11a. And then 11a, I've got a at the bottom again. So that's just going to be 10a to the right to get to 11a. And to get to 6a is going to be 5a the left. Now, do you remember the success criteria we said about how we would, what a significant method? Well, up to now, we've just been having to work either up or down in our pyramids. So it's picking out the starting point. So if we look at the top, I do, we had the two middle numbers which were full and the A. Now we know that we can add the top one in first, and then we know we can work down from the middle to get the other two. So it all depends on where the best starting point is. So for instance, it's a bit different in this I do here because we could either start and work out bottom left, but then could we work out bottom right without the one above it on the right? We'd have to work out the 6a and the 17a to get the 11a before we worked out the bottom right block. So it's just all knowing your starting point. Okay, pause the video, have a go at the two redos. I'm sure you'll smash them. Okay, so there are your answers in green again. Plenty of ticks. Well done for getting those one or both of them right and making sure that you found your best starting point. Okay, so now we have a couple to try with decimals. So in the first I do here, let's look at that starting point. So we can start in this one here in the middle left because all we need to do is know the difference between 17a and 10a. So let's take that 10 away and we get our 7a. Nice and straightforward. And now we've been given a decimal in the bottom middle. So after our great first starting point, we can go either way here. So what's the difference? Let's take 2.38 away from 7a. We take the 2 off, that's 5. We take the 3 off, that's 4.7a. So again, really straightforward. And then let's do that with 10, take 2.3 away. We've got 2, take 10, 8. So that's going to be, and then take the 0.3, 7.7a. Right, pause the video, have a go at the redo. Okay, so well done if you add your 10a. That gets us to 20, good starting point again. And then we need to know the difference. Well, we take 9.3a away from 10, or simply just find the difference between the two. And it's going to be 0.7a, okay? Because we're doing decimals, okay, we're allowed to have our 0 less than 1. Because remember, we would write a is the same as 1a, but we just write a to represent that. But with decimals, so we would write 0.7a here. Okay, pause the video and have a go at the next set of questions. Give yourself plenty of time. Notice now we've got two terms and we've got the expressions here. Okay, so also notice, is it one step or two steps expressions that you're using too. Lots of factors that we've already learned about, and just changing the skill and the outcome. Okay, press play when you're ready for the answers. Alright, so grab your green pen. So let's just work, let's look at one, let's pick G, bottom left. So when you didn't have the terms in there and they were missing, your good starting point would be to maybe work out the bottom right, and then work out obviously the two bottom left and middle to get the second middle left, and then go to the top to finish. So you had 3b plus 8. and 3 plus b. So to get to 3b, you must have needed 2b, and to get from to plus 8 and you add 3, you needed to add 5. So as you can see there, and it can be, don't get confused by how it's written the opposite way around there. They are representing the same thing in the pyramid here. So plenty of green pen where is needed, please. Okay, now moving on to the next step. Okay, so we're looking at 2 terms. Okay, so you've just pretty much practiced some 2 terms, and we want to practice even more. So well done for completing those and challenging yourself. Let's see if there's any differences along the way though. So the first I do, so let's find a good starting point. So we're going to go, well, I've got 2 bottom right and I've got 3 here, so I know that I'm going to have 5 plus 4a. And for the left block in the middle, I've got 5 plus 3, which is 8. So there's my first term, and then for my second term, I've got my a's with the variable, the unknowns. So that's 6 of those unknowns. Okay, and then let's do the top. Well, now we have 8 plus 5, which is 13. And we plus our our 6a and our 4a, and that's going to give us 10a. Okay. So as you can see, nice and straightforward again. I'm just going to do one of those here. I want you to jump straight into yours and give them a go. Press play when you're ready for the answers. Okay, so for the first we do, finding a good starting point. Work from the bottom maybe upwards. So 1 plus 4a in the bottom, middle left 4 plus 6a, and then adding them two middles together to give you 7 plus 10a at the top. And then the we do, a little bit more challenging, and working downwards preferably here, because you want to take 5 from 9 to get 4 in the middle right, and then 2a from 4a to leave 2a. So 4 plus 2a in the middle right, and then you've got 2 bottom right, so you know that you need your 2a from the middle, and you take 2 off the 4, 2a plus 2a, 2 plus 2a in the bottom middle, and then with the 2a goes into the middle left, so we just needed a numerical answer in the bottom left. We've got 2 in the middle, so take that away from 5, it leaves you with 3. Okay, let's look at another I do here. So I'm going to work down again. So 9 take 5 is giving me 4, and 4a take 2a is plus 2a. Now I can work out the middle bottom. So working downwards here from that starting point, well, 4 take 3, that's 1, and there's 2a there and 2a, so I don't need anything else there, I just need 1. And then lastly, I'm looking middle left, and we've got 1 in the bottom middle, so take 1 off, that's 4, and then we're going to need 2a as well. So 4 plus 2a, sorry that's not very neat. Pause the video, have a go at the we do. Okay, well done if you've got them answers there. Make any corrections needed. Must be getting good at these now. Keep going guys and keep working hard. Okay, so now we're moving on to subtracting. So what we need to stay really focused on here is making sure that we just subtract the numerical subjects on the constants, so to speak, rather than the algebraic terms, okay, in the expression. So let's look at this first I do. So we've got b in this bottom left, and we've got 2b in the bottom right. So that's going to give us 3b. Okay. Now it's going to be Remember, we're subtracting the numericals, so 5 take 3. Okay, so it is going to be 3b subtract 2. Then you've got, okay, bottom right, you've got b, and you've got 2b middle again. So you've got 2b, so you've got 3b altogether again. And you've just got a plus 3 to go with that. Alright, so there are all your terms sorted in those expressions, and then you can do your final top block. So now we need to put the b's together again. So we've got 6b all together. And then we subtracting the numericals, remember, so 2 take 3 is going to be take away 1. So 6b take away 1. Alright, for the second I do, what we would have is we would have, let's start bottom middle. So how do we get from b to 2b in the middle row? Well, we're just going to need a b there in the middle bottom. So b and b, 2b. And then we're going to need, how do we get from 5 to 10? Okay, well, remember we had to subtract. So it must be a plus 15. Okay, because if we take 5 from 15, that gives us plus 10. Let's work out the middle right. So we've got b and b, so we can start off with that easy part of 2b. And then we've got no number at the bottom right, so it's still going to be, we take that 15 up with us. Now for the top one to finish nice and easy, well, we've got a plus and a plus here now. So you would keep it addition on this occasion. So you add your b's, your 4b, and then you plus your 10 and your 15, and that gives you plus 25. Okay. Right, pause the video, have a go at the we do's, guys, when you're ready. Okay, so first one at the top on the we do, in the middle 3b subtract 5, and then on the right hand side 3b plus 10, and then at the top you should end up with so add your b's together, 3 and 3b, 6b, and 10. Take away 5 is going to be 6b plus 5. Okay, the bottom one, again we had to work out the bottom middle first. So you should have b, so b and b equal to b middle left, and then we had 1 and 5. So it must have been plus 5, 5 take 4 equals that minus 1 in the middle left. Then we can work the right hand side out. B and B again, 2b. There's no number in the bottom right, so it's just a plus 4 up from the middle. And then you can work out your end one, 2b, 2b, 4b. 4 take 1 is plus 3. Green pen if needed. Okay, so your last task of the lesson, the most challenging pyramids. Let's give as many as these right as we can, guys. Put everything into this last task. I'm sure you'll do great. And press play when you're ready for the answers. Okay, there they are. Get your green pen and make any corrections needed, and hoping you are very satisfied with the ones that you got right, if not all of them. And just make sure you give the time to seeing where you went wrong, please. It's really important. That's a massive part of learning. Okay, so we set out to be able to use terms and expressions for our algebra pyramid and our learning objective. And have you identified missing terms, including decimals, to start with numerical? Yes, I'm sure you did, demonstrating a significant method to complete what we said about going up and down, finding a good starting point. So that's just a clear method that you can use to get them them pyramids complete. Yeah, there's got to be a starting point, and then what else can you do? Check over at the end just to make sure everything is in coordination and adds up. You are flying when demonstrating a combination of terms and expressions. So using different terms and sometimes just one term with two expressions in the next box. So completing that, and then pyramids with various types. And then you did much hard work on the subtraction at the end there, and was we using the two terms correctly, because we started to get even sometimes with three terms, and was we doing that correctly? Okay, make sure you self-assess, please, guys. Again, vital that you do this to make sure you know where you stand with this skill. So what are the terms? What are terms compared to expressions? Nice easy question to start with. And then how did you complete the pyramids? Can you explain? So just chat to yourself, or maybe go and grab someone at home there who can just you can do that with, and just explain and teach them in a way, teach that person and see how you did it, and that'll really show your understanding, and the person will say, oh yeah, I see what you mean, you've got this. So that's really, really good for that confidence building. And then evaluate how many mistakes can occur when calculating expressions onto pyramids. So making sure that you're checking where you've gone wrong and putting that right, basically. Okay, and another amazing lesson, guys. We've finished part 1 of our expressions. You're doing really well with all your algebra. I know you did it in 8.06. Let's just keep pushing. Algebra is going to be a big topic. It is in general. The better you are at it, the better in general for when you're doing your tests and your low stakes tests, and then on to bigger tests. And when we go on to exams, it's very important we give everything to these topics. Well done and take care. Over and out from Mr. Walker.